Well, Chris Popper here in Bangor. I'm joined by the UMaine Maine soccer coach, Scott Atherly. Scott, Coach, thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully, we'll make this a weekly thing, and appreciate your time. Tell us how have things gone? You started the season 1-0-1 with a road trip out to Syracuse.
Yeah, I think we're happy with our start. Certainly, there were two different kind of tests for us. Lemoyne presented a different challenge. They sat in a low block, and our players really had to be patient in terms of when we were in possession to break down and find the right spaces, which we did. And I really liked our patience in the game, and I liked the choices that we were able to make. And every player that came into the game, we played everybody, had an impact. So I was very happy with that. Syracuse was a different challenge. They were a team that probably were were more athletic, and put us under more pressure. But again, the data from that game showed that we clearly had the better of the chances. We were able to get a fast start in the game. We scored within just over a minute into the game, and I thought we caused them a lot of problems. So far, well, I think we're satisfied with where we are.
I mean, typically Syracuse is one of those upper echelon teams that Maine is proves that they can play with. I mean, to be able to beat an ACC team is a great accomplishment, especially in the second game of the season,
Yeah,
or
I
to
mean,
tie them. I'm sorry, yeah,
yeah,
tie them.
we actually we left the field disappointed. We felt we should have won the game. And again, clearly the expected goals stats show that we created more quality chances than they did, and they really our goalkeeper had to make one save in the game. And that for us was the difference in the game. We just didn't capitalize. We did so many good things in that game, but at the end, we didn't capitalize on the great chances that we created.
What does starting the season on a road trip like Syracuse do for the team? I mean, it must be a great bonding experience for the ladies on the team.
Yeah, well, certainly it was. We spent 5 nights and 6 days. Comes at a good time of the year because we're not contending with classes and having to miss classes, so we're afforded that time. And I think it just allows us to form connections and do some things that we normally wouldn't do if we were back home because players are in their apartments and we spend a lot of time together, but you're almost forced to do that when you're on the road. And certainly playing two great games is really great when you can have that opportunity.
Did you do anything fun? I mean, you obviously had a little bit of downtime. What did you all do to stay busy
Yeah.
up in Syracuse?
So so we were able to, in addition to our normal training routine and practicing routine, team went out to the movies together. That was a cool thing, and just was able to do something that outside of the normal routine that we would do. And then we practiced at Syracuse twice and got a chance to walk around their campus a little bit. Went to the Carrier Dome and went through their athletic facilities. It was actually a cool experience.
Did uh did you guys bus out there or did you fly and
We
then
did. We no, we bust. It took us, with stops and traffic, it took us about 9 hours.
oh, it's a long bus trip, but at least you're on I mean, it's not like you're on a yellow school bus. You're on a
No,
nice Sierra bus and
yeah, no, it's fine. And we're accustomed to traveling, and it was a similar trip to Binghamton, and thankfully we don't take that trip this year. And the reality is, Chris, we get most of our travel done prior to the start of classes. I think we only missed one day of classes this year, so it's actually a good travel schedule for us.
yeah, that's great. Now, so are you practicing twice a day now, or just have you gotten into the once a day
No.
routine?
So we, even during preseason, we, it's uncommon for us to really train twice a day just because of the demand. So we've been in single sessions for the better part of 2 weeks, and certainly as we approach a full week out, we're no more than one a days, and it's just we really have to take care of the players and make sure that they're recovered properly from a weekend like last weekend.
Now, how exciting is it to have your freshman goalie playing for Australia right now?
Oh, it's a cool thing. Grace is a remarkable keeper. Um, Grace is somebody that I think will have a big time. impact on our team. And anytime someone has the chance to represent their country, I think it's a remarkable honor and really cool for our program.
And Anna Phillips named America East Defensive Player of the Week. That's a great start. I mean, you really want to have that be, I think, a real defensive team, although you have a couple great strikers.
Yeah, well, I think, we always talk about defending being it's your origin of attack. So how you defend, where you win the ball, all of that is critical to how you attack. So they're connected. They're not separate entities. And Anna, for her, I think it's great because it will certainly coming into a team as a transfer student, it just boosts her confidence. She's been a great player for us, played full matches both games. And if you saw the highlights of the Syracuse game, she blocked two
Oh,
really dangerous opportunities in the last 2 minutes of the game. And that's her. And that's just a quality center back for you. Somebody who's willing to do that, to block those shots.
I saw that on the Twitter page, and we'll post that here in the interview. But I mean, it kind of reminded me of like the volleyball. I think the SNL volleyball skit or something, where that player was just constantly being pummeled with the ball. And
Yeah.
I mean, she took one, and I think it off of her head and just headed it away out of the box.
Yeah, and then she within seconds she blocked another one, and that's intentional. That's a you see her when you watch those clips. She's intentionally closing down the same player twice, and she's willing to put her body in front of the ball, which is what makes her a great center back.
Fantastic. You have one more game on the road, I believe, until you're finally able to open up at home.
Yeah, another great test. Rhode Island is a very formidable opponent. They play in a great conference, also on grass. So there's a little bit of adjustment for us there. But, the front end of our schedule is very competitive. And it's part of it by design because we wanted to really challenge ourselves early to see what we're made out of and also get us ready for the Americas competition.
The first home game is that Thursday night, August 29th against Merrimack. It'll be nice. I mean, everyone will be on campus. I know like last year, the other teams came and supported the soccer team. It's great to have that sidelines full.
Yeah, I mean, the camaraderie amongst teams is fantastic here, and I think that's one of the things that makes our athletics department special. And the players really support each other, and the teams support each other. And the timing of that game is great because we will have people on back on campus, and anybody that was at the Americas Championship game, I think we had nearly 1,000 people, and in that facility, it looks like a lot of people,
Oh,
which is great.
absolutely. And I mean, I remember, I know last year there you had a dog day, and I mean, you kind of do all. I
We,
kept
we'll
waiting for
take whatever we can get.
one of the dogs to get loose and go after the soccer ball, but the
There you
dogs
go.
were all well behaved.
That's funny.
Yeah. Um, you've brought in a lot of players. You have players coming in from the transfer portal. Um, that transfer portal really kind of is a game changer, isn't it?
It's transformed our program, to be honest with you, Chris. I mean, what it's done is it's allowed us to attract a higher caliber of player. And if you look where some of our kids have transferred from, and they've made an immediate impact. And I think what people can appreciate, it's easy to see the impact they have on the field, but they're super students, great people, and great leaders. And if you look at three of our captains, two of them are transfers of the three. So we've really benefited by the transfer portal, and so far so good.
Well, and certainly your record last year, I mean, that's going to make the UMaine program just even more attractive for people who are looking to make a change.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, word of things spread word of mouth. And, a lot of the players that we have in our program have attracted their friends, people that they've known. And I think the other cool piece of it is that very soon we're going to have our own, state of the art facility that's looking like, with hope, if everything goes well, that we'll be on it at some point in 2025. And that's really right around the corner. So that's really going to enhance our recruiting efforts.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, and thanks to the Alphon Fund, I mean, just the whole athletic department up at UMaine is really taking that giant step forward.
It really is remarkable, and we're very grateful for their generosity, and everyone's impacted.
Yeah. All right. Well, the UMaine opening at home on Thursday, August 29th, 6 o'clock against Merrimack. And then kind of go back into that Sunday schedule where you'll be playing Stonehill on September 8th. And that should be a good game as well.
Sure should. And if you look at our schedule, we try to mix it up. We don't play too many Thursday games just because of the impact of a single game. But we like how our schedule's spread out. And giving the players a full week in between games, I think, is important, especially coming off a double weekend. But the Stonehill game will be after our Rutgers game, so we'll have a week to recover from a trip to New Jersey, and we're just taking one day at a time.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much. I look forward to doing this with you weekly, and
Sounds
thanks,
great.
thanks so much for your time. And we hope you have a good week, and look forward to seeing you up at UMaine for the home game.
My pleasure, Chris. Good seeing you.